All right, Dommy boy. So we're here. We just closed the deal yesterday. So
Yes, sir.
we were just talking a little bit beforehand. Why don't you tell us about the deal and then why you chose to go with LTD and I guess specifically give me a call.
Yeah. So I've actually done two deals with you guys in less than a month, which is pretty cool.
That's crazy.
I bought one from you guys, and then I just sold you guys one. So my brother and I were 50-50 partners on this rental property. And basically, we had another investment opportunity come up that we really wanted to pursue and decided, hey, I'll talk to Dakota and think about leaving a little equity on the table in order to get the cash quick.
Yep.
So
That's crazy, dude.
yeah, and you gave me a very fair offer. You guys delivered, and it was a win-win.
Yeah. We didn't even, well, actually, I don't want to say what we did. So you tell me what we did because I was out in Vegas when you texted me. So, tell me about how the whole thing went, the transaction, for people who are a lot of people get all these text messages and all these calls. Talk to those people who are like, dang, this is a scam. I don't know if it's legitimate. You guys never even saw the property. How are you making me an offer? Tell me how it went through your experience.
Yeah, basically, I reached out to LTD and I said, hey, I want to sell it cash and quick, and this is pretty much what I want to get out of the property. You guys countered my asking price. I made a small counter back, and we basically made a handshake agreement, and you guys said, no inspections, leave whatever you want to leave, and no repairs. And it was a very easy negotiating process, and I thought it was more than fair. And so, then basically I started working with the transaction coordinator to get everything going and scheduled, and I think it was less than a week, and we had our cash, and we're good to go.
That's crazy.
It was really, really easy. And again, so I am a real estate agent, and I think a lot of people would say, oh, well, Dom, why wouldn't you just list the house yourself? And it's like, I think we can create a win-win where, yes, most of the time I would list my own properties, but for this, I really wanted it done fast. I wanted to go because I wanted to pursue this other opportunity. So hopefully you guys can make a little bit of money, and I got to make some money too, and it was good.
Yep. Yeah, and at the end of the day, we never walked the property.
No.
I never saw it. You sent me over photos. I was like, yeah, let's roll it. Because as long as we got a general idea of the condition, I'll take a risk. As long as the pricing makes sense for me, I'll take a risk on it. I know closing quick was important to you, so I'm like, all right, dude, I'll close this thing, I mean, shoot, I think you texted, we signed a contract on Friday or Saturday. I can't remember exactly what day it was.
Saturday, I think.
Yeah, it was on Vegas time.
Closed on Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we signed a contract. I mean, you already had title work going, which made it even easier because we can close as soon as title work's ready. But yeah, I just appreciate you calling and be like, dude, I know somebody who can close like that. And I just don't feel like people realize how rare that is to find somebody who can really close and actually do it that fast.
And the truth is, I did not shop the offer. I called you because I was like, hey, he's going to give me a fair offer, and if I don't like Dakota's offer, I'm going to list it myself, and I'm going to make some more money. So, we did a little bit of negotiating, but I knew you were going to give me the best fair offer that you could, and it made sense to me. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people actually, agents included, I mean, I'm an agent too, and we still wholesale properties. We give properties away with equity on it. I know that I can maximize, and I think one of the biggest questions everybody asks is, why do you sell properties for less than what they're worth? And everybody does it based on the situation, because I look at life and business not as I need to maximize every single property. No, I need to maximize my life. I need to maximize my returns, which sounds like you're in the same mindset.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
You wanted to maximize your life. So everybody's got different circumstances in their life that it might make sense to sell a property for lower than value. That way you can take it, put in another investment, take it, do whatever you want to do with your life. But at the end of the day, when we wholesale properties, we leave money on the table. We know we leave money on the table. That's the goal, is for the next person to still make money. We wholesale, 20, 30 properties a month as well. And I think that any agent that thinks that it's stupid to do that, I think just has a very limited mindset, because I can tell you that became a multi-millionaire from leaving equity on the table because I did what was right for me, the family, the company, an overall situation, instead of saying, I'm going to maximize every single property.
Right. And it's so funny to me that people think I shouldn't like you guys because we're somehow competition. And I think it's crazy because, my clients, my referral base, especially the ones I want to list on market and get the most money, I'm happy to serve them. I love serving them. But there are some people where I am not going to be their best fit. If that house is in really, really bad condition and they don't want inspections, they don't want appraisals, they don't want it to take 60 days, 40 days, whatever it's going to take, you guys are going to be the best option. And so we can work together and both make really good money and serve people at a high level, we don't have to be at odds. But I think some people think we should be at odds, but we're not.
100%.
So-
I say the same thing all the time is like, even when people, one question we ask every single time is, are you looking for the highest price or the simplest process?
Yep.
If they say they want the highest price, I say, hey, we might not be the right guys for you then. We probably aren't, because you can get more, listing on the market and finding somebody who wants to live in the home. I feel like I've always been very straight up, and I think it's pretty obvious what we do, but again, there's people out there who see certain things, say certain things, but at the end of the day, we try to do what's right for the person and maximize whatever it is that they want to do with their property.
Yeah,
So-
and on the wholesale side, I mean, you guys sold me a place over in the 3-5, which is a zip code I really like. That's where I live, and you guys gave me a really good fair deal on that one. And I'll be able to make a little bit of money and, do a really nice flip for somebody to live in. I think it's going to sell fast, and it's going to be a great home for a family. So, it's a win-win situation there too.
Yep.
So,
Cool, man. Well, we appreciate your business.
yeah, absolutely,
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yes, sir. Call LTD Property Group today.
LTD is helping me with all my needs on a property.